Hi, this is Frank Taylor with Nature at Your Door, and appropriately, I'm filming today from my backyard here in the Appalachian Mountains because this is something that you can find in your backyard. Most people overlook it, most people pull it up as a weed without even thinking about it, but this is truly another one of those just amazing plants in your backyard that I want you to learn about and recognize. This little plant right here is edible, beautiful, extremely common, and most surprisingly, it tastes like lemons. The name of this plant is yellow wood sorrel. It's also known as sour grass or lemon clover. And chances are you've seen it hundreds of times growing in lawns, in flower beds, along sidewalk cracks, in gardens, on woodland edges, and in disturbed soil all across North America. It's really very adaptable, and I've seen it in contradictory places, in damp, shady places, popping out of dry gravel on back roads here in the county, and of course right here in my lawn. And despite it being so common, most people have no idea what it is. One of the easiest ways to identify yellow wood sorrel is by its leaves. And at first glance, many people mistake it for clover, and hence one of its common names is called yellow clover. But if you look at it closely, the leaflets are actually heart-shaped. Each leaf is divided into 3 small leaflets that almost look like tiny little hearts. Now compare that to the oval leaves of the true clovers, and you can see they're really distinctly different when you look at it up close. One of the really fascinating things about this plant is in constant motion throughout the day. Its leaves and flowers are opening and closing in response to many different environmental factors. They'll fold down or fold together during intense sunlight, heat, darkness, or rain. If it's a response to sunlight, it's called photonasty, and to darkness, it's called nyctinasty. These movements help protect the delicate leaves from harsh conditions and help the plant conserve moisture, regulate temperature, and control the rate of photosynthesis. It's a subtle little survival strategy that many people never notice. And then there are these bright yellow flowers, which are also fascinating all in themselves. The tiny, bright yellow 5-petal flowers almost glow in the sunlight, and they'll bloom daily from spring to fall. The stems are usually thin and delicate looking, and the plant often forms loose little patches in disturbed ground or in your lawn like these ones right here. The scientific name is Oxalis stricta, and once you start seeing this plant, you're going to start noticing it everywhere. One of the really interesting things about yellow wood sorrel is that, unlike many common lawn weeds in North America, this plant is generally considered to be native to much of the continent. And that surprises a lot of people, because we often assume anything growing aggressively in gardens, sidewalks, or lawns must be some foreign invasive species. But yellow wood sorrel appears to be one of our own adaptive native plants that have learned how to thrive alongside humans. Today, I consider it one of our most overlooked native edible plants that you can find right in your backyard. Now, here's where things really get interesting. Every part of this plant, the leaves, the seed pods, the flowers, are edible. And if you try a piece, it'll bring a smile to your face. It's sour, tart, lemony flavor is unmistakable. It's really fantastic. This plant has a flavor that surprises almost everyone who tries it. The leaves and stems contain oxalic acid, which gives the plant that distinct, tart, sour, citrus-like flavor. It's almost like a tiny burst of lemon. That sour flavor is exactly why generations of children often nibbled on this plant while outdoors. In many places, people grew up calling it sour grass. And I know for some of my viewers right now, This video is sparking many happy memories. Sour grass can be added to salads. It can be used as a garnish. The flowers are especially attractive sprinkled over food because of their bright yellow color. And historically, wood sorrel has been used in teas, soups, and traditional folk remedies in various cultures all around the world. Its sour flavor made it almost like a natural seasoning before modern flavorings became so widely available. And because of its refreshing citrus-like taste, people sometimes chewed the leaves while working outdoors during hot weather. Now, as always, my channel doesn't give dietary or medical advice. Here comes my disclaimer. Because the plant contains oxalic acid, people with kidney disorders or certain health conditions should use caution and avoid consuming large quantities without proper research. Oxalates are also very high in familiar vegetables like spinach and kale. And these popular veggies come with the same cautions. They have a lot of oxalic acid in it, and it can interfere with calcium uptake. Yellow wood sorrel has another fascinating feature to it, which I haven't got a chance to observe yet because it's still early in the season. Its seed pods will actually explode when they're mature. They can burst open suddenly and shoot tiny seeds up to 2 or 3 feet away from the plant. That explosive seed dispersal is one of the reasons this little species spreads so successfully. And honestly, once you learn that, you begin realizing this tiny backyard weed is much more sophisticated and interesting than most people have ever imagined. I think it's always fascinating to learn more about the dozens of different plants that you can find right in your backyard. You realize there's stories, flavors, ecology, history, and relationships happening all around you, even in the cracks of a sidewalk. And yellow wood sorrel is one of those perfect gateway plants. It's tiny, it's easy to overlook, but surprisingly fascinating once you stop and pay attention. So many of the plants in our backyards were so well known, so readily used for flavor, for food, and for medicine, and now have completely fallen away from our consciousness. So my goal in my series on these backyard weeds is to reconnect people with the outdoors, the nature around them, and the rich, rich history that goes with each of these plants. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Nature at Your Door. And remember, if you like what I do, please subscribe, give me a like, and leave me a comment. I always love hearing from my viewers. And please check out my playlist for other topics that might interest you. And remember, I cover all things nature, from frogs, toads, snakes, turtles, the myriapoda, insects, trees, wildflowers, and fungi. I cover all the things you might encounter just outside your door. Thanks again for watching this episode of Nature at Your Door.